shots. If he wasn't performing like he was the entire first map, I don't know if Imperial would have been able to win that, because he had 2 crucial rounds, right? He clutched up the last round to win in a 1-on-2, and then in a couple rounds before, he pushes up towards main by himself, kills 3 people, backs away, they win the round when they had really no guns to support it. So really a standout player for me for Imperial at the moment. We're going to see Isurus though on the T side. Looks like they're trying to break through in towards vents. They do get the first cut of Noxie, and they do get down the vents. A little bit hurt, but even leaving Deco behind, I like this. To actually catch them on the transition back towards Vent as he wins the exchange. But ZQK, speaking of the man, gets 2 big kills on the CT side. He shuts the bomb now down. They get the rotations through. And don't tell me Imperial just scathed by in this round off the play of 1 man.
I like this guy. I like this guy. He is playing sick. Deco, well, he's only going to be good for 1, and it's left all on for Lynx, and he gets... It's like this guy. You don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone... But he was already waiting on the B side for when they went for that plant. Like, he was there for quite a while, so clearly having a good read, patient play, and, yeah, it works out for them with the T's. They're going to risk it for a biscuit. They're going to invest back in. Deco able to get a Mac 10. They've got the smokes for outside. They're going for what looks like a B play once again. Well, I don't really call it armor anymore. It's more just like lead that's been caught on some Kevlar. Well, the T side, they've got the control, but the CT's still looking to challenge this. They don't want to allow them the bomb plant, but I think they may end up giving it up.
Well, they still have a player inside. That's DZT. He gets the first and the spread onto the second. Looking for number 3, but he won't get it. Either way, ZQK will take down Noxie, and that will give him a massive advantage in this round. Even Showtime looking to try to deny the bomb plant, which he will do perfectly. And now reverses the last alive against Forward. He's already been spotted out. He's been sprayed down, and he will eventually fall, but not before taking down Showtime. Quick little headshot of him. But 1 kill will all he...
And I think the train's the most T-side or CT-sided map in the game, so a little bit wrong. So, and on the T side, I can forgive for that. Like, normally you go for entry frags, but if that's happening CT side, I think you actually have a bit more of an issue. So, it definitely is. It's interesting. I think they're going to watch that demo back. Hello. Hello. DZT, also 3 letters in his name. Going to get himself a nice little spray down, but does get 1 tap by a Tech9. I'm glad to see this gun back. It's enjoyable watching the Tech9 wreck face. Don't think it's quite as overpowered as it used to be, but...
In my career of using the CZ, I've maybe gotten 2 kills. And that's over the course of like 5-6 years, if not more, you know?
And surely at a point it was actually a good gun as well. Like, it wasn't nerfed.
Still wasn't my gun though. Still wasn't working for me. Can never nail down that spray. I think I had more kills with like a MP5 or a PP Bison than I had the CZ.
But they've buffed the Bison, Jason. You can get plenty more with it now. Look at this reversive, though. Fast in through the smoke and opener onto the A site. Hex is able to trade 1 back, however, so it's not over just yet. Smoke going to go down to leave him isolated, but the CT side still with an opportunity here. They got plenty of utility. It was, of course, a fast play, so they haven't thrown out all of their grenades just yet. However, they do seem to have most of their squad in horrible positions. 3 of them outside, 1 in the vent, which, well, you're kind of trapped there. And getting up the vent without any distraction is actually stuck. And honestly, I don't blame them for giving this one up. It's a 4v4. Everybody, including myself, went off heaven as well. So by the time the CTs would have actually gone for a play, it would have been worth the fight.
Well, winning against a team like Imperial, but as we pointed out before, none of the maps in this series were played the last time these 2 teams met back in March 4th for the minor close qualifiers. And Nox as well having a pretty decent start too. I mean, he's currently leading the charge for his team with 3 kills. He had, I think, 2 of those with the Tech9 back in round 3. Like, Tex is actually pushed up on the outer site, and look at this, able to get that first kill and use the smoke to back away. More importantly, the backup for him, I don't think it's really going to be there though, so maybe 1 more kill would be ideal, but he's not going to be able to get it. Luckily, ZQK will at least take down Lynx, and he had his back watched. But keeping that man advantage for the CT side, as they're still looking for that avenue to get in towards one of these bomb sites. Only 1 smoke to use, so they can't cover up the cross towards Secret. Knowing that ZQK, just seems to be on it. You know, he is just paying attention to everything. I swear, like 300 IQ out of this man.
Showtime, dodging the flash, and that a little bit too easy. You can see the round with 4 players standing, so still plenty of cash to go. Oh, train the most CT-sided map.
Nuke still with the DZT's already had a decent start. Looks like they will execute yet again. Showtime being Molotov off the force to smoke this one to keep himself alive. Now the nades can just rain in. Eventually he should fall if they just have one more nade to throw in.
Well, somehow the T's, they've come out in a decent spot. Atex, though, is able to make this one interesting. Link's already tagged desperately low, but he's still going to get himself a kill, and it's left all onto from above. Gonna throw in the incendiary, but this will actually bait them into going for the rotation, but he didn't even peek. This is genius. Like, he threw that down and just went, right, they're gonna be, I'll see you guys later. Okay, he doesn't hit the shots, but I want to say, you noticed the HE that went into the corner on Showtime did 0 damage. Like,
what? Wait, was there a double nade? 'Cause the first nade hit him for about like 40.
I'm sure that one of the nades, at least on my side, it seemed to do, it like, I might have clipped, but it just didn't do very much, considering where it landed.
Oh, man. Well, speak about doing much. Yeah, CT side able to hold on. ZQK in the heaven position is able to at least eliminate one. He's got 2 more players to find as now DZT pushes through, and well, Isurus trying to use that fast-paced play yet again, but unfortunately it just has not worked out too well for him this time. And we will see Imperial.
Individually, Imperial have actually been playing very well, so if you try and get down to the B side, get an afterplant position, chances are they're not going to be able to do much against it. Instead, you run in and you basically make it a 50-50 round without much utility to actually force them out of position.
Oh.
Nice shot, though.
You love to see it. You love to see those nice little 1-digs coming through, but the problem is Delboni's still on the side. He's still been able to pick up 2 kills. They've been able to eliminate ZQK, though, and reverse him. What the hell was that?
Current MIBR coming onto the scene. They were always like very aggressive, very up in your face, risky plays, but had the skill to pull it off. And Isurus have just proven that there. They've sent the CT side back down to what is an interesting buy. They've got a Scout, a Deeg, and then 3 MP9s. Now, most maps, I would say it's somewhat an impossibility for this to work. I wouldn't like to see this on a Dust 2 play in towards the lobby, which you basically have to run through a choke point.
I know you want to see the XM, though.
Yeah, a bit too expensive, I guess.
K-Tex. Able to quite hit that shot. ZQK does push in, though, from Secret. Gets himself 1 kill. You need to find quite a few more, though, for them to have a realistic chance for taking this back. Gets the 2nd shot. That was through a corner of a vent. Maybe I'm going to see that Reddit clip come out eventually here as he gets himself 2. He's got 3 more to find, though. The bomb will be planted momentarily. Switching things up to heaven. He does have reverse of low on HP, so he actually has 2 players low on HP. So there's a realistic chance he could have pulled that off if he went for it, but instead, just going to save the AK. Just going to back away.
Key with the timing. I'm sure he just got given the information from his teammates, so that's why he actually played this. Oh, he's not going to get the gun, though. Good work. The incendiaries to slow you down. Even the rifles are more expensive, including maybe the Krieg, but I guess nobody really uses that so much anymore.
I think they're just going to push down lower with all 5 men and just, you know, in my head, flashbacks to what we saw on Train on the inner bomb site. I don't think we're going to see it yet again. I don't think that's possible with just the pistols bought up for Imperial. Not even bought up, just spawning with them. Quickly, they get completely demolished. Isurus the time.
So they got to build up money and then win a flawless round. Well, can't really ask for much more financially. But even if it's not, just having that player so far forward is going to make things awkward. Atex.
Not them too much. I mean, it gave him a little bit of control, I guess, but now he's been smoked off. I'm not sure if the smoke's fully covering his position, though, as ZQK drops in towards the side. DZT's going to take Noxy down as he jumps through the window. And now they might just rotate the bomb towards the upper bomb site.
So risky, though. They have no information, and the fact is the CT side have been... They were able to cut off the rotations. They even got a player deep within the site, and I do agree with you. I think Noxy needed to do a little bit more there. Like, he had positioning. I think he just didn't spot the player crossing, which is not necessarily his fault, but if you have that extra map control, you're the surprise factor. And if there's no surprise for the CT side, I feel like something's gone wrong.
Definitely. ZQK uncharacteristically missing that shot. The repeat comes in. Does survive with 7 health, but survives nonetheless with AWP and what we've seen him do. I think 7 health's gonna be more than enough for him. 3 players trying to push in towards ramp, and look at this. The CT side's actually getting aggressive here. I don't think Isurus is gonna expect this whatsoever. As long as they can just hold them off on the bottom site, prevent them from planting, which DZT is looking to do exactly. Should be a relatively easy round for Imperial. DCT now looking for the peak, gets the first shots off, gets the kill on Adiko, buys some time with the flashbang as well, so just another man towards his right-hand side, completely blinds him, and maybe doesn't need his teammates. DCT takes down 2, eventually they're able to rotate in, the bomb now down. And Noxie now the last man alive against 4. I don't think he's going to have a chance to clutch this with only 50 seconds left, especially with ZQK with the AW.
0 down. This one, again, it started a little bit slow, but they got a streak of rounds and gained themselves up to 5 already on the T side. If this pause nets them something, then who knows? But the pause actually just leads to another attempt from Noxie. I feel like he's almost like the wild card of this team. He goes for the rushes trying to get into secret. That's the second time he's now tried to get into the vent. The only problem is the CT side seem to be a little bit wise to it now.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit more preventative of letting that happen ever again. Delboni and K-Tex again, just mowing them down. And it just seems to be like very hit and miss. I feel like there's been so many rounds where Isurus, like, either they'll do really well in the round or they're just going to get slaughtered in the round. It doesn't seem to be too much back and forth between the two teams, at least when it comes to a map like Nuke. But we have DZT again set up. Easy kill for him. The bomb now spotted, and Deacon, the last man alive again against 5. And yeah, it's being pushed in from ramp 8 to 5 now here for the CT side of Imperial, and really looking.
Expect them to time that one back, whereas maybe putting some pressure on there, look for an opening pick, try and make things awkward for Imperial in the retake, and who knows where this can go.
Well, even the round prior when they did get down vent, but DZT was just waiting. That nade is coming through big for Delboni. Yeah, they're just gonna run to a brick wall here. But yeah, thinking back to the round before that, where they did get down vent, or sorry, they went down ramp, they had a flank coming in from 3 players. Isurus, and they have everything they need too, but they don't really have enough rounds, I'd say. Let's see if they can finally get another round. I don't want to mean finally like that, but let's see if they can get another round. Get a little too harsh there.
My goodness, this man is insane. He just goes running out the hut with an AWP, takes a kill, walks away, see you later. It must be so annoying to play against. I didn't get to point it out. There was a point where ZQK was playing hut with the orb. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. He's now on ramp. Oh, sorry, this is actually DZT. There's too many 3-letter players. I'm confused. Who would consider to be the normal positions for an AWPer.
Yeah. How dare he just be alive? There we go.
We are just in time to get back into the game. We are into our second half. It is going to be Imperial facing off against Isurus. Of course, the first map went the way of Imperial, so it is going to need to be a comeback if Isurus are going to survive in this series. Already, ramp control going to be challenged for heavily. Something I mentioned I wanted to see from Isurus. It seems like the T side might have got the memo instead. However, 1962, he's only going to get 1. And now, after falling, it's going to be a little bit tougher for them. They are going to go back in towards the site.
Look how many, oh my god, Delboni. Look how many players are over towards the lower bomb side as well. Like, this little bit of a fake has none of them that full control. I mean, with 1962 pushing up, getting that 1 kill, then get quickly being traded on. I mean, if he dies without getting more than that, they're just going to swarm over the site anyways. Noxie trying to come around with the jumping headshot of the USP. It's not Kelly. Not going to happen for him this time. Link's even being tagged down from long range. K-Touch just going to round the corner with the Tech 9, get himself 2. And just as quick as...
It works, it works. You're always going to need your support players, so why not? Why not?
I mean, I was also bomb bitch, so that kind of sucked, but I got global at least.
Bomb bitch or boomage?
The first one.
Imagine if that's where his name come from. I don't think it is. But maybe,
I don't think that translates properly.
Here we go, though. Quick push in. 1962 under pressure with the MP. No, maybe not. He's found 2 kills. His teammates, however, are falling like flies. Bomb in a bit of an awkward spot. They don't really want to be going through this smoke. And, well, that's the reason. There's a man standing on the other side with an SMG that's going to leave things very awkward for this T side.
Them over towards the squeaky door. But they have been able to regroup up. It's still only the SMG here for Isurus, and they've lost it now with Showtime getting the nade, who's now gotten a triple kill as he falls. But now it's Reversive and Deco with the Deagles. Delboni does have the bomb, does get down to lower bomb sites, and to give up a couple of guns to the enemy side. They was just going to slowly walk their way in.
Distraction game in play. Oh, that's a nice attempt, but fortunately, isn't going to be enough. Isurus are going to break back. What a round from 1962. An MP9 and a smoke is enough to completely dismantle what Imperial were able to build in the pistol round. And yeah, this would agree. They want to slap them back down to the ground right now, so they're going to leave two players in a bit of an awkward buy with only deagles and a smoke. And 2 AKs, and of course, your man with the scout.
I think they're just trying to be... Even trying to boost up on top of red to get some vision over towards the CT side, which I believe Lynx is going to be waiting. So it's going to come down to a scout versus op. Scout gets the tag. Actually, they both tag each other, funny enough.
Again, they're very slow in the way that they play these rounds. Challenging outside. Tech's going to get caught, and actually, trades going either way. And find the kills have both gone down. So it hasn't quite worked out for them. This force buy not looking too good. Deco just waiting patiently. 1962 still sits above. Even going to close the door in his opponent's face. Oh, that was a little bit mean. But it is going to be the round. It was a couple of rounds ago. Now, they're left with an eco. Potential 8th for the CT side. And even then, they'll be coming in with just bare bones rifles.
K-Tech's already being dropped down to 3 health as well. And then it being finished off. And well, my auto director just doesn't want to watch a single kill that's happened. Finally, it comes through for Noxu. Gets the finisher. Lower in the pistol round, I think that was. But since then, we have to hunt to prevent any sort of rush from coming through. And they're even being tagged on the cross. Dade's coming through. Showtime down to 42. Zeke could get down to 68. Another incendiary to stop them from pushing towards lower. And it seems like everywhere they go, they're either taking damage or their position's being cut off.
Doesn't look like the CTs believe that by any stretch of the imagination. They've rotated an AWP to hold the angle alongside Reversive's MP9. Lynx, a risky peek, but he's quick on the flick. An opening pick will stick.
Gonna be DZT though to watch any sort of push in towards Secret. Covering their backs, spots out the first, gets the kill. Now things equalize. There's no necessity out of them to actually push into the lower bomb set. They could back away. They got 30 seconds left. If they start to run now, they could. And 1962 has so much work.
Slightly preoccupied by the Vent, but instead, he is going to drop the bomb. Didn't even look around for the person who actually killed his teammate. Oh, he's done good work. Able to give them the chance for the bomb plant. Reversive, he's just got him running in though. He wants to try and deny it, and it may not matter. He could just defuse. The last player's way too far away. It has to be the rotation back. Up the ladder he goes, just looking to try and stop it, and there's nothing he can do. Just that little bit too for him get an opening pick in this round with the AWP. I think it's a little bit tougher on the T side. Like, some AWPers in the past have actually chosen just not to AWP this map at all and just play the rifle. So if you are a dedicated AWPer, it's only really good comfortable, to say the least. Like, even players like Oscar in the past used to just say, hey Chris, if you want to AWP this map, you can have it. I don't want to. I'll play an XM instead, which, hey, I love him for that. Noxy, aggressive on the outside. Actually does get tagged up, but trades a fair amount of damage in return. Once again, we're seeing quite a lot invested into this round from the T side. Delboni actually only with $150, so he's given his teammate the chance to actually try and be the hero. Thus far, it's not going great, although the 2 tags that have been connected might make things a little bit awkward in the future of the round.
They're starting to run out of time as well. Lynx, speaking of the man, I called him out. He's got 2 kills in this round. A quick no-scope comes in on the K-Tex. Showtime, well, him and his teammate Delboni both fall around the exact same moment, so that came through in that round. Also, one thing, it tilts me so much you call it marshmallow, and yet it makes total sense because it's been called Twinkie to me for like 15, 20 years from the CS 1.6 days. But it does look like a marshmallow, so I gotta give you that.
Wait, it's like, I'll either call, well, it's normally people call it that. I'm not necessarily called it that myself too often, but yeah, it works. And,
it does.
It looks like a
marshmallow. I can't even be mad, you know?
Well, the tease did happen last time. I feel like having a slightly better start to this game has helped them quite a lot. It definitely wasn't as dominant. They didn't need to come back quite as far. And now being on the CT side of Nuke, are looking pretty good. Of course, a lot of the players actually taking a tag early on, but this happened over the last round as well, and Imperial didn't actually do too much to convert a lot of those kills. This time they have taken some control, but reversive, quick to at least end one life, and in fact he has some support to net another. This is going badly now for the T side. One man left wrapping around is going to be Showtime, and well, he's all that's left now. Just 9 HP, 4 players to find. There's absolutely no chance for him here.
Even had 2 rounds with everyone surviving. These rounds are just not getting close for Imperial, and they seem to be running into that brick wall, not really having a change up in style. Everything they do try to do is just being shut down left and right. Now trying to switch up pace yet again, trying to rush through. In 1962, doing exactly what he did before. That squeaky door is his.
My God. But he should put like not a beware of the dog, but just like a beware of 1962. And I'm sure that's one of those things that seems everybody else stepping up. Noxy as well with 10 assists. I know the pain, brother. I know the pain. It's a team game, of course. So I'm going to give you that shout out. But you always want to be getting those frags.
Oh. Damage being done. Deco this time. Maybe the beware sign should have a couple of names on it, because Deco just shuts down the push there. Even a tag coming through out of ZQK on Noxy. That was through a smoke into a knee. And Showtime's actually been able to get into main here. Maybe has an opportunity to take down Deco so they can finally get out. Now the smoke dissipating with him shooting a couple shots off. He's good his position up, and 1962 converts that one. Well, especially if they bunch the package together, like if you order many items and they put it in the same package, it's like, why would you need? Oh my God, Lynx takes down ZQK. The bomb now down. Looks like he's finally gonna have a chance to really show up and really put me to shame here as he gets himself 2. Showtime's eventually gonna run him down. And what the hell has just happened? 3 kills coming through out of Imperial out of nowhere. And a 4th as well off of the pistols. Showtime's rescued the op, and it's all on Noxy alone. The assists maybe have a chance to finally close those kills out. There's no teammates left to steal them away from you. 1 versus 3, all low on HP. Flashbang comes through, K-Tech charges in. Noxy has so many angles to fight for, and he gets 2! Noxy! Can he win this? Up against Showtime, the bomb is in his possession, but he peeks a little too wide, and Showtime eliminates him.
And from then on out, well, it's tough for Isurus.
But yeah, wins in the sales of Imperial, though that was a round they probably should never have been able to win. Then again, Isurus should never have had a chance unless Noxy gets that almost triple kill. And DZT gets the kill, gives them the man advantage. They have to take down another player, and it seems like all the cohesion Isurus had, trading kills, peeking at the right times, has just gone out the window.
Yeah, that round, again, it seems like the classic sort of domino effect where it goes wrong in one position, and hoping that means that this has absolutely nothing to do with me.
No, I don't think it was.
For anybody wondering, I am running production and observing, so if you dislike either of those things, then I'm sorry, but I suck at both of them.
Well, and some might say casting as well.
You know, that's the bit on the side.
You know, I'm thinking back to that round that Noxy almost 1v3. He had bomb. I'm not sure why he needed it
instantly. The only thing is I wouldn't have got the first 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how many, instances of this scenario we're running in our heads, but there's not very many I can see where you get the first 2. Showtime, though, he gets the head of 1962. That door is not gonna be claimed his as he rushes in towards sight, toss another player out. DZT gets the trade. One more player gonna be inside of Heaven. Lynx. Well, again, we talked about him quite a bit. We do have DZT low on health. I think they even have a flank coming in from HUD, if I'm not mistaken, out of Reversive. I don't think they know he's here, and if they try to go for a plant at all whatsoever, he's gonna just take them clean off.
He's gonna get both. He's gonna get both. Easy peasy. There's both players just sat. Look awful. I definitely think the ZQK is having a bit more trouble on the T side of Nuke. I think it's a tougher map to AWP on in general. Like, Train, there are opportunities.
Yeah, and he can't really play as aggressive on the T side like it was on the CT side to just open up those 3Ks out of nowhere. Oh, Noxy is a little bit lucky though. Boney's flashed up completely, and there was actually another player there, and it seems to be going all blue here for Isurus. And DZT, the last player alive against 5, and well, now he's not even alive anymore. A quick round.
We just have some people who like to attempt to ruin other people's days, you know. Don't do this. Like, you don't need to be predicting the score. That's my job, and I'm not doing it either. Here we go. CT side. They have almost shut this down. There's one man standing in their way. Apex to try and save this one. It's looking like a third map is on the card. It's looking like we're going all the way, and he's been spotted. He's been tagged as well. It's a risky fight from Reversive, but he knows he has support. That is the map done and dusted. We are going to a third, so make sure you come back, as there'll be a short break, and then we decide this